Hello, 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 Isa. How's your first post? Congratulations. How are you? How was your weekends? How are things? I definitely didn't start doing things thinking I had actually started stream, but it was just on the starting soon screen, not me. Sleepy. I'm usually out by now. Oh yeah, it's late. I keep forgetting I always forget it's later for you than it is for me. Hopefully you get some good sleep soon. Didn't have. I don't even have a lot to solve. That's okay. Okay, I'm here. I am actually here. I hope it's all been well. It's been a time. Life is lifing, you know? 1903. Although I did get to have In-N-Out burger today, although I didn't get a burger. But I got fries, like animal style, so they had cheese and onions and Thousand Island, and that was pretty dang good. I'm very happy. But I'm preparing to move again on Thursday or Friday, I don't remember. So that's super fun. Break night, yeah, unfortunately, they don't have a veggie option, which I was kind of surprised at. Like, no veggie burger. But, you know, they did have. So the fries, animal style, which was like definitely hit the spot. But they had a grilled cheese that I added tomatoes and onions to, which was actually really good. I thought I would be kind of like maybe a little bit like, oh, I still want something, but I was pretty satisfied. I know, right? Like their menu is so minimal, which is like they figured out what they want to do and they're doing it. So like more power to them. But yeah, like no, the only protein they have is beef. Like no chicken, no whatever, no anything else, no veggie burger option. Grilled cheese is a solid substitute, and I liked that I could add more veggies onto it. So it's like they just have it on a hamburger bun, right? A hamburger bun, cheese, onions, tomato, lettuce, and I think there was some sauce on there. So like all in all, it was like a pretty for a burger place, it was a pretty loaded grilled cheese, and it was pretty tasty. So that was good. I'm very happy with that. I don't know if we get any 10k today. That would be really nice though. I'm gonna try this one again. Nope, not in the cards today. But yeah, that was really good. I am not mad about it, as they say. Enclave. So yeah, that was good. Like I wanted a veggie burger, but I am satisfied with the grilled cheese. Plus, you can't really go wrong with fries with cheese and stuff on them, in my opinion. Like that is just always gonna be good, you know? Always, always. And it was nice because so my roommate and I have been in Airbnbs since mid-January, and so we're in a different part of town than we normally are, and so there are a few in and outs in the city we live in, but none that are super close to where we are. And so this place though that we're at is pretty close to one. So it was fun to be like, oh yeah, we're gonna go to a burger place in the hood, although it's not our neighborhood, it's a different neighborhood, but it's not like super far away. So that's fun. Like I really like that because there are burger places closer. Oh my god, this teleport is so expensive. I just noticed. It's like 1300 gil. Burger places that are closer to our actual house. But In-N-Out is not one, so it is nice to be able to kind of mix it up a little bit. Also, we're gonna do all the dailies on Reaper because Reaper is close-ish to being leveled, and I am not feeling Sage for MSQ. But I gotta get the Reaper to level 80. Are we on Tombstones? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I spent like all of them over the weekend that I had. So I want to get Reaper to level 80 so I can take Reaper through post Shadowbringer's MSQ, which I started, and I was doing it on Sage. But I was just like, I don't know, I'm not feeling Sage as a healer right now. And Scholar's also, I think Scholar's lower level than Reaper. Others are just like Scholar through. Yeah, Reaper 79, Scholar 78. We gotta be level 80 for the quests. So Reaper's faster to level up. I'm optimistic I'll be able to do it today, but I'm not 100% sure. But by golly, we are gonna try, and I'm not even gonna try to navigate Ulda. Oh my gosh. I hate this map. I hate it so much. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so we have to go like by the Blue Mage area. Okay. This map is no good for my brain that is already not very good at maps. Oh, it is. It is not, my friends. But while we wait for our roulettes, we can do the Reaper job quest because I don't even remember what these are. I don't remember the one before this where it says just a little seems relieved to see you walk through her door unscathed, but like I literally have no recollection of what we were doing before this on the Reaper job quest that we would have been injured for. Glad to see Orcus hasn't sunk his teeth into you yet, Stardust. Don't go thinking he's given up on trying, though. I don't remember what this is referring to. I wish I remembered. He's out there, savoring you from a distance. Can't resist checking in on his prize, just as he can't resist seeking out morsels to tide him over till his feast. The reports we've received of a man pale as death skulking about the sands is proof of that. And then there's this matter of the supplanted dagger. We don't know who sent it, but we do know what it means. It's a warning commonly used by the less savory elements in Ulda, a warning that the next will be delivered sharp and straight to our bellies. More Fulham, they've no notion of what we faced and lived, thinking we'd soil our small clothes over empty threats. Let's hope it's nothing more than that last, seeing as we need to follow up on those reports sooner than later. Anyone fancy a bit of fresh air? If we catch a whiff of Orcus's foul stench, all the better. Stardust, I want you to ask around near Blackbrush Station and I'll head to Stone's Throw. When you're done, meet me there and we'll share what we've dug up. Sounds easy enough. Plus, it gets us out of the map that hurts my brain, which I'm all for. You know what else I would like to know? I don't know when I lose the sprout. I recognize that self-assured stride, the mark of a woman ready to take on the world and then some. You must be the Eorzean Reaper the boss sent word about. I'm almost disappointed to tell you nothing is amiss. The soldier in me would have loved to see Reaper in action. I once fought in the Imperial Army, though you wouldn't think it to look at me now. I served proudly under Lord Valens in my youth until the day he ordered us to use common folk as fodder in some pointless skirmish. I refused and was sentenced to death for my candor. Needless to say, I didn't keep that appointment. Compared to that evil, toothless threats and ghosts are no bother, but the less shaded are more excitable. One lass in particular has been jumping at shadows. She claims to have seen all manner of terrors, but I suspect she'd be startled by her own reflection. Still, if you want to lend an ear to her delusions, you can find her in Lost Hope. Okay, so we go that away. I think it's here, yeah? Yes, yes, yes. Oh, hello. Who are you? Oh, did you still receive my missive? She sent someone to rid us of this terrible evil waiting in the wings. Truly, she cares for us as if we were her own flesh and blood, which is more than I can say about my own. Not once have I longed to return to the life of comfort I left behind in Garlemald, and I have Drusilla to thank for that. She isn't the reason I left home in the first place, of course. Had I not met my beloved, I would still be feasting on lemon cakes in ignorance. In ignorance of love, of freedom, I found the former in Garlemald and the latter in Eorzea as our new life blossomed into something beautiful. Not every day has been easy, not even most days, but Drusilla's watchful eye has kept us safe, and our freedom is worth any measure of hardship. Such terrible fear gripped my heart when my beloved told me of the pale man he spied on the sands, but now that the family has come to help, I can breathe a sigh of relief. I'm sure you wish to know precisely where to find that horrid creature, but I cannot help half so well as my beloved might. Seek him in the southeast, and pray put an end to this nightmare. Okay, let's go find the man you left Garlemald for, so he can help us find a spooky boy. After a dungeon. Oh, I don't think I did my portrait. I can't change it here. Heck and heck. I guess that works. Oh yeah, and then there's an Easter event that started today. I don't know anything about it, but we are gonna do it. I also don't remember this dungeon, really. I kind of remember. Maybe. We don't have the AoE Reaper one yet. Okay, that's fine. That is all good. Okay, we avoided the thing that we needed to avoid. I forgot I moved that in my health bar earlier. I don't remember this. I don't remember this at all. Oh god. Where is this like where? Oh, I think this is safe. Maybe. Somehow it's like no damage. And I don't understand it. But we'll take it. Ow. I wish I remembered how any of this works. Hello, Blitz. How are you? You're looking for a nerd, you're in the right place. That's all I gotta say. Right, I think we... Yeah, we talked to this guy. Hello, Matthew. How are you? Welcome, welcome to another edition, everybody, of Star wants to play 14, but we don't have a set plan, so we're just gonna figure stuff out as we go. Actually, kind of know some stuff, right? We are trying to level Reaper up to 80 for post Shadowbringer's MSQ, so I can run her on that. And then we got the Easter event, we got dailies. After that, I have no idea. That might take the whole stream time though, if we're TBHN. Should I do... No, I'm not gonna second guess. I was gonna say, should I do this on Reaper or should I try to level up Scholar / Summoner? But that's 2 levels. We're already doing... We're committed. I'm committing to Reaper. I don't want to second guess it. Because I started the post Shadowbringers MSQ yesterday and I would like to keep going. I was doing it on Sage. But I don't want to, I don't know. I was not loving Sage. But just like, I like it. It's a really fun healer class, but it just didn't feel right, you know? No longer Lala. Oh my god, wait, that is so fast. What did you fancy to? Are you joining the ranks of the buns? You're a bun now. I knew it. Everybody goes bun. I hope you're liking your bun. I started as a cat, as the meek coat, and I love her and I miss her terribly. But I love my bun girl too much. It feels so wrong being so tall. The buns are so tall. Like, just compared to everybody, I feel like the buns are really, really tall. But, I mean, the good thing is you can always go back, right? Like, you can always Fanta again. I don't think you get another free one. I think the first one you get is the only free one, but you can, if you desire, always Fanta again. I don't remember how this works. I don't remember the orbs. Are we supposed to orb? I guess so. I will say though, because I am a normal human who loves character creation, I have I made some alternate accounts so that I haven't really done much with them, but I have one that's a Lala, who's really cute and I love her, and then I miss being a cat girl, so I made one that's a cat. But I don't know if I'm ready to like emotionally go through all of the story again, because it's like it's so much, you know, your heart just gets put through the ringer all the time. But I made them, and I am happy with that for now. I'll probably do stuff with them eventually. It'd be nice if there's a trial period for the Fantas, like 24 hours or so, and if you don't like it. Yeah, that would be really cool actually. That would be nice if they did that. I had my Fanta, I think, for like months. I didn't use it because I was like, nope, I love my cat girl. I'm super happy. I'm never changing her. And then I remember being like I was talking with Erie, and then I was like, but what if I just did it? And so then I fancied on a whim to our bun girl that we all know and love today, and I never looked back. And I don't know if we'll ever leave her. I feel like bun girl is my final form, you know? At least this character. So like I said, I did make others that are not bun girls, but okay, I think we avoided the AoE. Yeah, we are good. Or you know, it would be nice if they don't give you a trial period is when you get the Fanta from the story, if they give you like the MSQ reward, like if they give you two, so you can Fanta, and then if you don't like what you Fanta to, you can go back, right? Like no harm, no foul, instead of just one. Oh, I don't have the teleport back ability at level 50. I forgot. Okay, okay, we keep going. I guess I'm literally just realizing I could have chosen Dancer to go through MSQ with because that's 82, but we're already here. We're already committed to the Reaper path. I can't believe I forgot that I had a DPS that's leveled up enough. That's okay. I would like to do big AoE damage, please. Thank you. I feel like there's gotta be something after him, right? Because they are just dying. They died so fast. Oh, hello. Hello. Ow. Oh no, 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 no. I don't want to be there. Not today. Oh, I don't remember this. Ow. Ow. Nope. We're just stuck. Cool. That's fun. Oh, you know what else we could do today? Thank you. Thank you, White Mage. I could work on the Astro Relic. Forgot about that. So I think I still have a fair amount of dungeons to take it through. Okay, let's do a level. Oh yeah, I'm not worried about the materia. Oh, I'm right where I need to be. I forgot he's like right here. You devil mist, the hunter doth now tread, tracking the scent of quarry others shred. In the darkest night cry for a keeper, lo, by your side she walks, the reaper. Apologies for the effusive display, friends. I'm a poet, you see, and cannot resist putting into words the flood of emotions that accompanies such a striking figure as yours. Hello? What are you? Monster! Yes, well, yep, he's definitely a monster of some sort. The bloodlust emanating from this void scent is potent and powerful. Let's do a murder, real quick. Let's get Maple out. Oh, I think we can probably like definitely hit 80 from roulettes. Hopefully. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My savior, my godsend. Would that I could have aided you, but alas, the boat's pen is of little use in battle. Unless, of course, that battle involves not swords and scythes, but words. Just ask the sire of my beloved, who is even now licking the wounds dealt by the invective verse I composed after he had the gall to forbid our union. A masterwork of scathing metaphor and subtle remonstration. Alas, for all their pretensions, nobles are anything but subtle in their rage. We were forced to flee, to abandon our homes with only our love for sustenance. Nevertheless, I've regretted not a single moment of our life in exile. In Eorzea, we found an unexpected treasure, freedom. Freedom of mind and freedom of heart. But I digress. Surely you did not seek me out simply to save my life and leave with a nod and smile. Did you wish to commission a poem? Hope we're looking for a big bad. The Pale Man. I encountered him whilst wandering these arid wastes in search of inspiration. I felt the gaze of some terrible presence upon my back, and when I turned to meet it, he was standing there, grinning like a butcher in a bullpen. He wore robes much too thick for these scorched sands, and his skin looked as if it had never been kissed by the blazing sun. Worst of all, his eyes were as two bottomless pools of blood. I feared my end had come, but then he vanished as quickly as he had appeared. Perhaps I've been reckless. Recent incidents make it clear that the cost of inspiration is higher than I'm willing to pay. I shall return to my beloved for both my safety and hers. Thank you again, my savior. Well, off he goes. Now we go back that way. I should probably check what we have for Wondrous Tales as well, now that I think about it. There you are. Ants. Another one of his accursed minions. Well, I suppose we can take comfort in the fact that none of the family came to harm, yourself included. Well done. Speaking of which, what do you think of this family you've been thrust into? Speak freely. I haven't lived this long by taking offense at opinions I don't want to hear. I'm surprised you've all survived this long. Seems like any other family to me. Doesn't matter what I think, does it? I think it just seems like any other family. I'm not really sure. Out of those three, I don't really feel like any of those are accurate to how I feel. That's okay. Seen some odd families, then, I reckon. I'd like to think we're one of a kind, though. A collection of cast-offs unfit to live under the Empire's boot. Yours truly included. Much as some enlightened types might tell you otherwise, people like to have a say in the life they lead. That's what separates us from those bugs over there. Born queens, workers' drones, bred into roles ingrained so deeply they wouldn't know how to live otherwise. The glory and prosperity of the hive. But we've got it in us to be different. Might be born into farming, soldiering, or politicking, but we can choose to walk a different path whenever the fancy should strike. It's in our nature to accept our lot without question. No, we have to believe in something, put our faith in it. Only then will we deign to march in step. And indeed, the faith of a savage stripe is one way to get us dance into the same tune. Others might be compelled through faith in logic or law, intangible and invisible, yet cause enough for killing and conquering if it suits the queen. The invaders have sullied our birthright for 8 centuries. No longer. We march for Locus Ammonis. With a few righteous words, as Radius Salscalpus whips the hive into a frenzy. Once that fire is burning, the passion of the masses can't soon be quelled. We're cut off in the middle. Oops. I forgot the portrait again. Like, I wish they let you. I wish they let you edit it like while you're waiting here. That would be really nice. Where are we even? Malika's Wealth. I don't remember this. Literally don't know what this is offhand. No recollection. I'm sure I'll remember at some point, but that moment is not now. Oh, I have. Okay. Okay, we do that. Oh yeah, we're 3 buns and 1 lala. There's Strawberry biscotti, that's so cute. Oh my god, they're all too fast. I would like to get up to where they are. That's not, wait, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to do that one. I should probably switch those back. I'm not doing a very good job of remembering that I swapped those skills. Hello, Abso. How are you? Streamer of the Final Fantasy. That is us. Final Fantasying our way to, I don't know, emotional pain, because that's what the story is. How was your day going, Abso? I still don't remember this dungeon at all. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, obviously I've done it before. Could not tell you a single thing about it. But we're gonna fight a big armadillo. Okay, just trying to check on some fellow late night streamers. Oh, holy AoEs. Ow. Ow, that was painful. I appreciate it. Oh, she moved up. I went back to be closer to where she was. Oh god. Why are there so many AoEs? Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. This is fun. This is fine. I'm fine. Everything is fine. Everything's totally fine. And chill. And under control. Oh no. I want to get the 2 ads, but I don't want to be in the tank buster range. Because that would be bad. that on me? Yeah, it's on me. Speaking of late night streamers, have you heard of the G-Man? No. Who is the G-Man? I do not believe I am familiar with them. I think, yeah, I hit everybody with the circle. Okay, we are not in the AoEs. That's good. Oh, Groove. No, I haven't. It has been a long time since he's been anywhere online, right? Is he back? Okay. I think we can tell how little I've played Reaper in anything. I really like Reaper. Most of the things I get Reaper or I play Reaper in is lower levels, so I don't actually get to use a lot of the stuff on my bar. So I'm a little bit unpracticed in what all of the things do. No. I was excited for a second. Now, since whenever he went, like, whenever he went to go do, like, right, because I think I wanted to prioritize, like, IRL stuff and music, from what I remember. Whenever he left to go do that, I haven't seen him or heard anything of him. I hope he's doing alright. I hope so. I wanna say the last thing I remember him streaming is Cyberpunk, but definitely do not quote me on that, because that could be very wrong. Oh gosh, what is happening? Oh no, we're fine. Okay, never mind, we're good. Yeah, we just keep popping out AoEs. I think that'll work. We do that. I remember asking you that. I guess you just moved on. Yeah, like, if he's doing what's best for him, which I assume he did when he made the decision to, like, stop streaming and stuff, then I'm happy for him, you know? Do I miss him in his streams and hanging out? Yeah, because he was a really cool guy. But I am more happy that he is doing whatever he needs to for him, you know? Oh, we already have that. Okay. Ow. That would, I'm pretty sure, like, break our legs if we actually did that jump IRL. Yeah, like, I don't think I could ever be mad at him for, like, you know, going off to do what he wants to do. And if he was happy and it's the right choice for him, then, like, who am I to be like, no, but come back, you know? That's not on me. Oh, please tell me I did not mess up. No, 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 we're good, we're good, we're good. We are Gucci, as I believe the kids say. Oh god. I hate these that have like the directionals. I hate them so much. Okay, we do that, and then we do that, and then we do that. How goes the grind? It is good. I'm very happy to be back in Eorzea. Oh, I don't think I can take my port back. My sub lapsed for a bit, so it feels very nice to be back in Eorzea. Especially because I've kind of gotten to a point where I have a very small number of games that I want to consistently like spend a lot of time in, but Final Fantasy definitely is one of those. So it feels really nice to be back in Eorzea instead of like, okay, I'm gonna play Genshin, and then what do I do when I don't feel like playing Genshin? Because that's kind of what it got to. Like, there are other games that I enjoy, right? Don't get me wrong, it's not like they're the only two games that I like, but they're the only ones that I like spending a lot of time in right now. Yeah, we're good taking this. So, today, grinding to hopefully hit 80 on Reaper, which is the class that I'm on right now. So then I can take a Reaper through both Shadowbringers MSQ and have Reaper at the right level. And we got an Easter event. And then I don't know what. Figure out what after that. As far as today goes. I remember you playing Diablo. Do you see similarities with this game? And if so, will you play Diablo 4? Yeah, so I did the, like... It ended up being only 8 hours to go through the main story of all of Diablo in one go. I did that a couple weeks ago, which was really fun. I don't see a ton of similarities between this game and Diablo, but I think Lost Ark and Diablo have a lot more similarities. A lot of it probably has to do with the fact that like Lost Ark has the same kind of top-down view. It feels like that alone to me makes them feel very, very similar. I will not be playing Diablo 4 though. Not because I don't like Diablo, I really, really like Diablo 3. But Diablo 3 is the only Diablo game that I have ever played, and I have no desire really to play Diablo 1 or Diablo 2 or to play Diablo 4. Like, Diablo 3 satisfies me in terms of Diablo games. So I've watched a lot of people recently play Diablo 4, a couple streamers who got it before the free beta this past weekend, and then some people who played it on the free beta. Welcome back, Blitz. But yeah, I don't know. Diablo 4 just has I have no desire to play any other Diablo game whatsoever. I wonder how long it would take to start in one sitting to max level a character from level 0? Wait, in Final Fantasy? Or what? Yeah, Diablo 3 was really good. Diablo 3 I started playing because of friends. I don't think I would have picked it up myself, but I've played it with a number of different groups of friends and a little bit solo, and I really like it. It's just it's simple, it's fun, it's not super complicated, not super challenging. Well, obviously the difficulty fitted on affects that, but like it's a pretty solid game. I don't want to be hit by the AoE. Thank you. In Final Fantasy, I don't know, but we could. We could try, because they have a couple alternate characters, which I think you know, Blitz. But none of them are really leveled. I could see, like, if I give it like 24 hours, how far could we take them? I don't think it'd go from level 1 to 90 in one go, but yeah, big rock monsters. I don't have any other good food. Okay, I'll have to get TPS food. After this. So are you gonna play Diablo 4? I shouldn't have used Arcane Sickle. We gotta wait for it to be off of cooldown. Oh, there we go. I wasn't too bad. I will read your answer after this, because I'm afraid if I take my eyes off of the screen, I will die. Or if I keep my eyes on the screen and I don't register the mechanic that's happening, I will also die. I don't remember what anything is. I think I've only done this dungeon like once. Oh, what move is that? Where the beams of light come out? Because whatever it is, I am not registering. I ask you this because I do appreciate your taste for MMOs, and I'm trying to get myself a session of MMO gameplay in order to properly understand it. Okay. Hi. Please don't murder me down front, thanks. Like you want to play an MMO, but you're unsure of what MMO to play? Am I understanding that correctly? I'm just following our tiny healer. Where she goes, I go. Because she seems to know what's going on. More than I do, by any means. Okay, we'll go here. Okay. I think we're figuring it out. Hey, we didn't die. Hurry, hurry. I'm counting that as a win. God damn it. I was in beam. Not dead. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is super fun. I love dying a million times. Okay. There's our healer? There's our healer. We follow the healer. But she definitely knows what is up. It's like unnecessary damage. No, we're fine. We're fine. Yeah, we're good. Oh, we did it. Okay, we hit 80 off of like 2 things. I'm thanking the Astro for raising us like a million times. Okay. All I'm gonna say is if I had the money for Diablo 4 and BS Plus, I'd 100% buy it in a heartbeat. It's the move, obviously. Rage is the move that murders me. Why can't I figure it out? Um, yeah, like I don't know. If I could play, which I know it is a very logical response to say, oh, well, sorry, you could have played Diablo 4 for free this past weekend. But, like, if I could play Diablo 4 for free, I would absolutely do a run of it. Do I want to spend money for Diablo 4? Not really. Like, I think I would like it, but I don't have any, like, desire to play it. Hello, Asti. Today's song that is on loop because I cannot get it out of my head, but I like it. It's called Free Fall by Rainbow Kitten Surprise. Also, how are you? Pretty much, I love it. People say they're excited for WoW, yet more people find it exciting when they hear anything about Genshin Impact. My real question is, what is MMO? Okay, so there's a lot to unpack there, so if you are looking for a specific MMO, we're just gonna zoom in real quick here while we chat. My favorite that I have played out of the number of MMOs that I have tried is Final Fantasy XIV. I fucking love this game. I've played a little bit of World of Warcraft. I've played a lot of Lost Ark. I've played some Elder Scrolls Online, some Guild Wars 2, some Tower of Fantasy. Those are all different MMOs. 14, this game that we are currently streaming and playing, is my favorite MMO. Genshin is a really, really good game, but it is not an MMO. So Hoyoverse, who created Genshin, likes to market it as an MMO because there is co-op abilities. Like, you can co-op with people and you can run instance content together. But it's not actually an MMO. In my view, an MMO is like Final Fantasy XIV, where unlike Genshin, so in Genshin, you create your account, you have your own little version of the world, which is literally the same as everybody else's version of the world, but you are the only person in that world unless you are doing co-op stuff, right? Whereas like in 14, I log in, my home world is this one up here, Adamantoise. And there, excuse me, I don't know how many people you can have in a server at one time, but let's call it like 2,000. I don't know, like 500. A lot of people, right? Basically, so like a lot of people in the same world as you. So unlike Genshin, where like you could be like, okay, I want to get like 10 flowers, for example, and I would go like I could get 5 from my worlds and then be like, okay, I'm gonna go into somebody else's world and get another 5, but you can get the same 5 from like that's the same spot in another world. It's like everybody, maybe that's not the best example, but like, does that make sense? Like, I love Genshin, but it's not an MMO. Something like this, which is much, it's not just that it's bigger, but that it's actually like multiplayer in the same world, right? So like this isn't my one copy of a world that I am the only person in. It's the only way. This is the best way I know how to explain the difference between like the two of the games. I would highly recommend Genshin if you like kind of like role-playing games, because it's kind of role-playing. I also look at it as kind of like a comfy, cozy, like resource management game. The story is really good. The characters are really good. It is gacha though, right? So there is like built-in like gambling on the character banners. So if that's not your jam, that's totally fine. Would not recommend Genshin in that case. But if you're fine with a gacha game, then Genshin is incredible, in my opinion. But if you want like an actual MMO, I would recommend a 14. And the reason that I would recommend a 14 over Lost Ark, because Lost Ark was my first MMO, I, up until very recently, had the most number of hours in Lost Ark, but 14 has finally overtaken that. Is that 14 has so much to do, right? Final Fantasy 14 has like 10 years of content, which can sound overwhelming, but there's really, really good story. There's like main story, a bunch of side story. You can play literally any class on the same character, whereas in Lost Ark, you would have to make a new character if you wanted to play a different class. Each character you make only gets one class assigned to them. And I think in 14, there is a lot more variety in both the level of things. So you range from very, very casual to very, very hardcore in a lot of things. You can go as hard or like as fast or as slow in anything as you want. You can be as casual or as like competitive as you want, which I think is really nice. Whereas Lost Ark, the way that it's designed is basically for you to only ever be raiding. The only way that you get like higher level gear that gives you better stats and better anything is through raids. In order to be able to fully gear up like your main class, the way that it's designed is that you're also running anywhere from like 4 to 6 alternate characters, all of them running through the same raids. And then you're funneling resources into your main character and to be like quote unquote competitive if you want to be competitive in Lost Ark, which is like at the highest eye level, the highest like everything, you have to be on top of everything every single day. And that grinds to me without a lot of alternative content or like alternative ways to, for example, like better your gear to get higher like eye levels and like gear scores and stuff, is kind of a slog. And I got really tired of it. Whereas in 14, yeah, you can get gear through like raids and dungeons and stuff like that, but you also, right, like for example, like you earn this currency called Elegant Tombstone of Poetics, and then each major city has their own vendor, where you can spend those. And so like I think the vendor at Limsa, which is the main city that I go to, but there are a few main cities, will give you gear up to level like your player level 50, and then you can see eye level of the gear within that. And then like at the foundation for Heavensward expansion, you can get gear up to level 60, and so on and so forth. And so I think that they've built in a way where if you want to be like super hardcore, super raider, yada yada yada, you can, and you can get really fucking good stuff from that, but you are not required to do that. Where if you're like Lost Ark requires you to do that kind of stuff. Like there is other content, but like when it comes to ways to like level up, that's kind of your only way. And so what has happened since when Lost Ark launched a little over a year ago in the raids and everybody progressing to where it is now is like in 14, if you go into like a new raid, if you be like, hey, this is my first time here, people will generally be like really nice and they'll explain things if you want them to. Or a lot of times what's happened and things that I've done is you'll do like what's called like a blind run first. So you don't know any of the mechanics, you just go into the fight, you try to figure it out, and then once you die, then anybody who knows the mechanics will be like, okay, here's the breakdown of like what happens when and what you need to do. In Lost Ark, if you are like, hey, this is my first time running something, people get really mad and will generally just try to quit the dungeon. And in Lost Ark, there has become a really, really big busing culture. So people who are really high eye level are going to charge you a lot of gold, which is not the easiest currency to get in Lost Ark. Like it's a pretty premium currency in game. They'll charge you gold to clear content so you can get the rewards for it. But because of that, nobody wants to teach people how to raid or how to run the raids. And so, like, in my experience, it's not super fun because, like, I would love to learn some of the newer raids that have come out, but there's, like, nobody who wants to teach it. Everybody just wants the best and get the extra golds. And I also say this having been a person who, for a while, when I was playing Lost Ark more consistently, because I've kind of not super touched it a lot in like the last few months, like I was bussing on characters because I was like, well, I want the eye level and I want to unlock XYZ, and this is like the only way to do it, but I don't love it. Whereas 14 doesn't have that kind of ingrained culture. And this is a very long-winded answer to your question. Is any of that helpful? Absos, any of that answer the question that you asked and or the questions that you have? World of Warcraft I can't speak too much on. I did a little bit on a free trial, like a few hours, and it was pretty fun. It just didn't grab me. Like I wasn't like, oh my god, like I need to keep playing this. That's just me personally. I know people who love WoW and have played it for years and years and years, just like there are people who love 14 and have played it for years and years and years. Um, and there are a lot of good MMOs out there. Like Elder Scrolls is pretty fun. That one is like Skyrim adjacent, I think. So if you like the Skyrim games, you'll probably like Elder Scrolls. Guild Wars 2 is pretty fun. I haven't done too much in it. I've just dabbled in it, but again, it hasn't grabbed me personally, although like they have different classes. Like I have a necromancer in that game, which is pretty fun. And there's no necro in 14. Um, but I think the really good thing too about there being a lot of different MMOs and a lot of different like same genre, different feels, right? Is that if you try out a few or a handful, you will likely find one that clicks for you. And then I would say just stick with that. Like just because I have all of these thoughts about Lost Ark that I just shared, like why I would pick 14 over Lost Ark. Maybe you try Lost Ark and you're like, no, this is perfect. Or maybe you're like, I hate this. I can't tell you that way, but like this is my personal favorite one and the one that I would recommend. Um, right, Genshin is totally an MMO. That would be, you know what, Blitz? I would love if Hoyo actually made it an MMO. Like 14 is an MMO. That would be, I think, genuinely really fun. I was gonna ask you, you appreciate both 14 and Lost Ark. How do you distinguish level of fun you get from the two? You've clarified a percentage of my query, and I love the fact you did take an effort to acknowledge because you did. I'm glad it's helpful. I know that this is like a lot of words and a lot of thoughts that I'm kind of just rambling out. Level of fun is an interesting thing. So for me, like, so Lost Ark was my first MMO. I never really played any games in the genre before that. I loved Lost Ark as soon as I played it. Um, I think in retrospect, and kind of to the question that you asked before when I was mentioning where I feel like Lost Ark feels a lot like Diablo and like that it's kind of top down. It feels pretty similar in some respects, like just gameplay wise. I'd played a fair amount of Diablo 3 before that, and so I think that familiarity in hindsight is probably something that made me really like Lost Ark from the get-go, but like I had a lot of fun with it. Um the story is it's not like the greatest, but it's not terrible. It's like pretty cheesy in some points. I think the story, as with a lot of these games, in my experience, the story gets better the further you go on, but um, the class was really fun to play. The gameplay was really good. There were some friends that were playing that had started characters as well, although I don't think any of us really play anymore. But I really loved it from the onset. And it wasn't like all the things that I told you of the things that I don't love about it now have grown and happened over time. Is everybody kind of leveled in the game and then things became the norm. that just didn't exist before because the game is really, really new in the North America, like global release. It's been out in Korea for ages and Russia for ages. But for global NA, we've only had it for like a year and some change. So a lot of stuff is just developed over time in the NA, like Lost Ark community. And like that's all like end game stuff as well, right? As you're going through the story, you're not super dealing with all that as much, although they do have other things that happen as you're like leveling, but we're not gonna get into that. Whereas, so Lost Ark, I loved. Like, right, I had a blast. I was super in love. I was like, this is what I want to spend my time doing. Um, Final Fantasy 14 did not have that effect with me. Like, I did not super enjoy it at first. I know I've talked about this before on the channel, and I don't remember if you've been here when I have, so if I'm repeating myself, I apologize in advance. Um, I only started playing Final Fantasy 14 because I would watch streams of Lost Ark on Twitch and then would also see like Twitch would have in like recommended or things you would like, whatever the category is. It would put Final Fantasy 14 streams in there. I've watched one Final Fantasy movie that kind of traumatized me as a kid a little bit, scarred me a little bit. Never played any other Final Fantasy games, though I have known of Final Fantasy for a really long time. But I would click on and watch some of the streams, and it would be people doing the high end, like hardest level raids in the game. And I was like, I don't understand what's happening on my screen. There's all these buttons, there's all this stuff, like when you get like status effects, right? And it says plus crest of time borrowed, but then that would like there would be like 20 things in a row happening in the raids that I was watching on Twitch, and I was like, I don't understand what's going on, but I want to understand what's going on. And so I downloaded Final Fantasy and I started the trial on this character because I wanted to understand it. When you talk about MMO games with Star, expect a full present. The full presentation. She's very passionate with the games and her opinions on those games. I'm glad that you guys understand me as a person, and I appreciate it. Um, so in Final Fantasy, it did not grip me right away. I was like, I really loved making my cat girl. Like, she was super cute, and I loved her, like, character design. The story of A Realm Reborn took a while to kind of get me into it. Um, I think a lot of things kind of felt clunky at first because I was comparing everything to Lost Ark because Lost Ark was the only reference point I had for things like this. But somewhere along the way, and I cannot tell you exactly where, it went from I am playing Final Fantasy because I want to understand what is happening on my screen when I watch those streams. And like I learn best personally by doing, like getting in something and getting messy with it and figuring it out myself. And that's why I did the approach I did with this game. It went from that to this is really, really fun and this is what I want to spend my time doing. And for a long time, it wasn't like a couple months, it wasn't like I just automatically swapped from playing Lost Ark to playing Final Fantasy. I was having a lot of fun with both games. But change in the level of fun to me, which is what you're asking about, Abso, is when I started in Lost Ark, I started getting to a lot of the higher level raid stuff. And even though I'd played Lost Ark since launch, I'd taken all the breaks. I wasn't like super like power leveling my character, like whatever. I wasn't day one on the new Vaultin raids and all that stuff. Um, and the busing culture was kind of starting to shape up, and then there were a lot of instances as well where like you'd be doing like weekly dungeons, so not the big raids, but just like dungeons you could do once a week. And it would get to the point where like if your group wiped once, you had four people, if your group wiped once because somebody didn't know a mechanic, somebody made a mistake, somebody whatever, people would just be like, all right, nope, we're just gonna put up a vote to quit, leave the dungeon, and then they would try again with another group of people. And that kind of mentality started making it a lot less fun for me. Which, if any of you were here for the Lost Ark streams, you know very well that I would get really frustrated at that thing happening over and over and over because it's really frustrating. Like there is no grace given for, hey, I messed up that mechanic, or hey, whatever, like I made a mistake. It was like you had to be perfect or there was nothing. And that was a really common mentality. And so I was having that experience in Lost Ark and enjoying Final Fantasy a lot more. And so it kind of swapped over. So I think that's how I would distinguish level of fun. That is, again, a very long answer to your question. Um, but I hope that's helpful. And again, I just want to reiterate that all of this is very personal. This is all my personal experience. It's not to say that you would have the same experience or the same emotions or same anything with these games. Um, but for me, Lost Ark started really, really fun and then got to be not fun. And Final Fantasy started out not like kind of research based, if we're being honest, and then became really fun. Um, so yeah, like, and then for the other ones, right? Because I've tried other MMOs. So World of Warcraft was really fun for a few hours, and that's all I needed from it. Gameplay was fine, stories seemed fine, like it seemed like it would be fun if I chose to get into it, but it didn't grip me enough to make me want to say, okay, like I want to play this more, or I want to like do the monthly sub or anything like that. Elder Scrolls, I started playing to play with some other people. I had a lot of fun playing with them. Wouldn't really play it solo. They stopped playing, and so I stopped playing. And that's nothing against the game. The game was perfectly fun and fine, and it was really cool. Like, it was really cool in Elder Scrolls specifically because you could customize your class a lot. Like I was the sorceress that dual wield knives. Like that was really really fun to me. But I was in absolute transparency only playing that game to spend time with some friends. Um, Guild Wars 2, I was curious. I've seen people stream it, I've seen people play it. It's pretty fun. Is it like I want to spend 8 hours grinding it fun for me? No. Is it fun for a couple hours every once in a while? Definitely. Um, so I think it's all just gonna, like, you're gonna have your own feelings about it, about everything. We're one on this planet. What is stopping us enjoying the same joy? You did more than helpful. Okay, I'm glad that this whole accidental like dissertation has been helpful. Get your ass up because there are people out there willing to have fun by exchanging words. I stand by it's better to ask a passionate player about a game instead of a pro or statistic person. While yes, the pros and statistics person may have more knowledge, but passion will give you a real representation of the game and community. Yeah, like, I kind of agree with that, Blitz. Like, do you want to know what I'm really passionate about? People having fun. Because, like, at the end of the day, games are there to provide joy in some degree. And so, like for me with Apex used to be really fucking fun. I would spend like 8 hours on a Saturday just playing it because it was fun and I had fun with it. But then it became not fun for the myriad of reasons. And I initially had a really hard time being okay with not playing it because it used to be fun. But at some point, I realized that playing something that wasn't fun currently just because it used to be fun was not serving me when there were things that I like actually enjoyed playing, you know? Um and I don't know. Statistics are helpful, but like they aren't the end all be all. Um there's they can give you a glimpse into a world, but then there's also other things that statistics don't take into question. So, um, thank you for coming to my 20-minute presentation on MMOs. Games just aren't for fun anymore, sadly. Everyone wants to jump on the new big game and become the next streamer. Everyone wants to go professional more now than ever. I think COVID, in my personal opinion, I think COVID has a lot to do with that, and not in a bad way, but I think it because people were forced to stay home, right? When everything was on lockdown and quarantine, which obviously is not the case anymore. But I think the beginning of the pandemic, it highlighted that there are viable careers in things such as streaming, which don't require you to like leave your house, right? Like broadly speaking. Um, but like that you can make money and like make a career and have a job out of something like streaming. I do not usually cuss, but when you said it,
Drink
oh
ice
god, that
coffee.
scared me.
Panic attack. Drink ice
Thank
coffee.
you for the hydrate
Panic
blitz.
attack.
Wait, when did I say? Wait, what? I don't know what you're referring to, episode. COVID definitely was a factor, but the start was when Ninja became big. I have been talking a lot. This is true. We stopped playing and we started just chatting. Um, yeah, like streaming has definitely been a thing for a while that people like Ninja, like there have been uber successful streamers who this has been their job and their career for years and years and years at this point. Um, but I think it kind of highlighted it maybe for a demographic of people who are outside of like the sphere of this is like a normal thing for them. It don't matter, it's like a fact for the better to it. Okay. Um, but I think there's truth to what you're saying, Blitz, is that like a lot of games, because I've talked about this a little bit in a different context with some people, but like every game for the most part, right? Not every single game, but like in general, most games now are going to have a battle pass of some sort, with a free version, and a paid version. They're gonna have like daily, weekly, monthly, whatever, like check-in things. And a lot of games are moving to models like that to get you to play the game more, not because the game necessarily benefits from it. Like Overwatch, I think, is a really prime example of that, where Overwatch 1, you paid like $30 for the base game, and then you got everything in it. You could buy loot boxes if you wanted to with real money, but you didn't have to. Over time, I think over like a year of playing, in all the loot boxes I would get just from events or challenges or whatever, like it got to a point where I was pretty much like had most of everything. You could earn the in-game currency you would use to buy the premium skins. Like Blizzard wasn't necessarily making a ton of money off of Overwatch after you bought it for $30, right? But then they released Overwatch 2, which is free to play. They have a rotating store. Oh, and in Overwatch 1 as well, the other place you could spend money, which I did at various points for different things, was the Overwatch League store. So you could buy League tokens, which are a specific currency, and then use those to buy specific skins. But that was it, right? Loot boxes, Overwatch League store. I think those were the only two like monetized bits in the original Overwatch. Overwatch 2, free to play, rotating store with various currencies that all cost real money, a battle pass with a free and paid option. Basically, they're trying to squeeze every bit of money out of you that they possibly can. And to me, as someone coming from Overwatch 1 and the way that it was originally set up, it feels very exploitative. I don't know the right form of that word, but like they're trying to get as much both playtime but also money out of every person playing the game as humanly possible. And I think, but I don't know, and Aussie, you've played Diablo 4 and I have not, so if you have any insight into this, please correct me. But I think Diablo 4 is going to be a similar way. Like, I think it's you pay for the game, and then I think there's gonna be a battle pass I saw somewhere of some sort, plus an in-game store, plus I want to say one other thing, but I don't remember what it is. But it's like if every game has all of the things, and not just monetization wise, but like dailies, weeklies, different things, then like that gets to be really overwhelming, right, for the average person. I don't know anything about it. That's totally fine. I've only seen stuff about the monetization of Diablo 4 tangentially. But obviously because I haven't played the game, I don't like know much once you're actually in it. And I know beta is probably different because they won't have everything for sale that they will have in the full game when it releases in a couple months. That's why I joined the Angry Joe show. Sometimes I disagree with them, but for the most part, I'm like, I don't blame you, sir. What's the Angry Joe show? I do not know this. Do you ever feel like we should just have a just chatting day? Because I feel like pretty consistently, at least once a week, I stop actually playing the game and all we do is talk. Um, and so I don't know. It's like it gets to be a lot. And for me, what works for me is I figured out the games that I have the most fun playing, right? So like for me, like I love 14. I love Genshin. I have a love-hate relationship with League of Legends, but we'll just count that in there. So I have three games that I'm like they satisfy my like my gaming needs, so to speak, right? I have a lot of other games that I like to play, right? Like I like playing Fortnite, but I mostly just do that with like Aussie and one of her friends. I don't really do it like a ton solo. I still dabble in Lost Ark occasionally, but it's very, very minimal. I really like Monster Hunter, but I've noticed I tend to either be I am only playing Monster Hunter or I'm like not really touching it. Um, like I like a lot of games, but as far as ones that I play pretty regularly, it's like just 14 and Genshin and League. But League is not all the time. It's on again, off again, whatever. Um, this is why I talk so much at the end of my streams. I'm trying to cut down on that. No, you don't have to cut down on it. It is all good. I just feel like I can't play the game. Like I feel like I can't do what I need to do for like running dailies and talk like this at the same time because my brain will struggle with the multitasking and then I won't be able to form sentences. Angry Joe Show is a pretty old YouTuber. Dude gives his honest and brutal opinion on games, gives his pros and cons. I used to watch him a lot and I don't watch him much anymore. However, I respect how honest he is on games. See, that's really cool. I like, regardless of if you agree with him, I've never watched him, but like theoretically, regardless of if you agree with him, I think it would be refreshing to see like honest, like here's what I think is good and here's what I think is not good about games. So In terms of like a lot of games have a lot of things that they want you to do really, really regularly. Like I had to figure out like what are the games that I really love playing that I care about that with, right? I care about dailies and stuff on 14. I care about dailies and stuff in Genshin. Anything outside of that, I do not have the capacity nor the desire to try to like do all of the dailies in all of the games that I ever touch, you know? Because one, that's just a lot of time. And two, I it's just not fun. And like the way that I measure things in my life these days, which has not always been the case, but the way that I prioritize things is this going to bring me some form of joy? And while, you know, people would probably look at what I do for like to like grind things in Final Fantasy and Genshin and be like, really? You think that's fun? But it is because it's fun to me and that's all that matters, you know? So I think it's like just find what works for you and fuck the rest is the TLDR. Both for if you want to try an MMO and if you want to do any, you know, I mean just in general, I think it's just like just find what works for you, find what makes you happy and fuck everything else. You don't need it. You don't care about DBD? Hello, Virson. How are you? I used to care about Dead by Daylight, but then again, it was really, really fun for a really long time. And then it became unfun, and I stopped playing it because it became unfun. And I'm okay with it. I don't even touch my Fortnite Save the World dailies, I just collect the login. I want to. Okay. I need to play Fortnite this season because I want to get the level 100 battle pass skin, which means I also have to grind enough on the battle pass to be able to get it with the V-Bucks that you get. But I have not prioritized that as of yet. You've been grilling. You brought a grill, you made burgers. Hell yeah. I mean, it's leading up to summer. Summer is the grill season. I'll say, how do you like Diablo 4? I mean, I know some of it already, but like I think did you say you would buy it when it comes out or did I make that up? I feel like I've just been like monologuing, missing some stuff in chat. Yeah. Let's do Fortnite for sure. I saw a video, I forget where, but it was saying that one of the faster ways to grind Battle Pass XP. I didn't search this, it came across my like YouTube feed or TikTok or whatever. Um, that a recommended way to get a lot of XP in Fortnite is there's like a zombie mode apparently that you can just like grind for a bit and it'll give you a lot. I don't know if that would be worth trying or if you guys would care about it or like care to try it or if we just do battle royale that is also perfectly fine because the battle royale is very fun. Should I grill some tofu in honor of you? No, because tofu is fucking gross. You could just grill some veggies or like impossible burgers, very good. If you grilled some of those in my honor, I would be happy if you're a son. You've said well and we've robbed you of your own fun. Please grind up with your avatar. Bugs Bunny will be your nemesis. No, this is I know we've just been chatting. I haven't been doing much in the game, but this is also very fun. I love just sharing things that I think and talking with you guys as well. So do not worry that you have robbed me of my own fun of playing 14 because just having this conversation has been very fun for me. I liked it fine. It felt very Diablo to me. I'll probably buy it. Claire said she probably would too if she got some PC upgrades. I'm fine with zombos. Okay, yeah, I'll try to find whatever video it was as well and see if I can figure out the name of the mode. Chatting is the vibe though. That's very true, Blitz. Yeah, I hope if Claire gets it, she's able to stay connected because I can only imagine how frustrating that was. I think I don't know if you were here when I was talking about it, Aussie, but I think if I didn't have to pay for it, I would play Diablo 4. But I don't know that I want to pay money for it. But I think I would like it. Like I think I would enjoy playing Necro or playing as a sorceress. I don't know what it is, but like Diablo 3 is like the only Diablo that I'm like drawn to play with any sort of like strong feeling. Like because I started with D3 to play with Bender and Midumi and Anxiety Cafe like years ago now. Never had any desire to go back and play 1 and 2. Um don't have a strong desire to play 4. Like I would play it, but it's not like I'm going to go out and buy it, you know. Hello, Matt. How are you? Nope, never even tried 1 or 2. Never played them. I've watched Erie play Diablo 2. I watched some people play it when the remaster or the re whatever that came out in the last couple of years was that people were streaming, but I just have no desire to. Like it I don't feel like I'm missing anything by not playing 1 or 2. I don't feel like it's super necessary for the story of 3. I could be wrong, but like I don't I have no nothing to playing them. You watched Cocaine Bear. Okay, Matt, honest answer time. Was it like cringy or was it genuinely funny? Because I've seen the trailer for that and I feel like it could go either way, but I trust your judgment between the two. That's like me saying I've never been inspired to do burlesque. I just haven't tried it, but I might love it. I mean, I might love Diablo 1 and 2. I don't know, but like why would I spend my time and money on those things when I have other things that I can play that make me really happy? That's my philosophy about it. Like if that changes, then one day I'm like, hey, I really want to play Diablo 2, then I will go play Diablo 2. But I don't have that, so I'm not gonna. It was a mixed bag. There was some funny stuff. Was it a quality movie? Maybe not, but it had some good dark humor. I mean, as long as you had a good time, right? In the movie, the story of the real cocaine bear is the wild one. Wait, is there? Hold up, hold up. Is there a real story behind that? Because I thought that was just some like dumb shit that people made up to make a ridiculous movie. I have a howling void inside me that I need to find new things to throw in. I I just that's what 14 is. For me, honestly, 14 and Genshin and League fill the void in me because there's so much I still haven't done in all of them. The real story is pretty sad. It was real. Oh no. Oh, I had no idea. Cartel dropped some bags of coke over is that Tennessee? And a bear really ate it and died. The guy dropping the coke also died. Did he die because like he did cocaine or did he get in trouble for dropping the cocaine? What chute didn't open? I don't understand. Forgive me for asking, but have you played Mad Max? That was the prequel to Mad Max Fury Road. I have not, Abso. I really, really enjoyed that movie, though. That was a really good movie, but I have not played any Mad Max games. Didn't the bear live only 3 days? Oh, gosh. Poor bear. Cartel guy was dropping coke from a plane to smuggle it over, but oh no, he died in the fall. Well, that's no good at all. Oh shit, he's actually higher level. Oh wait, but she hit 80. Yeah? Yeah, we hit 80, so we can use the better gear that I got. Yes. I can't change the glamour here. Okay. I don't know how long it lives. Oh, but we'll come back. We have to fix our outfit first, Drusilla. I'm sure she understands, right? Fashion before literally everything. So many people. Eat something like 50 pounds of Coke. Jeez Louise, that is a lot of cocaine. All right, I am gonna take a real quick break. I am gonna grab some water, and then we will go back to actually doing things in the game and not just admiring our bun girl and talking about games. We'll actually do something on the screen, which I know is like wild and crazy. I'm gonna send you the meme. Yes, please. I love a good meme. We'll probably. Yeah, that's so much drugs. Like 50 pounds is a lot of pounds of drugs. But okay, I am real quick. We're gonna BRB and then we will actually do things on the screen with our character.
We'll do it, Park. You'll do it.
No, I'm not gonna do that. There are boobs incoming if you click the link. Let me put this on top of that. Is that like a thing? Oh my god, where the fuck did that go? Hello?
Toxin screen down.
Hello? Where did that go?
Poison ore emitting.
Look at the cats. Look at them. Just hanging out and looking at the view. Oh my god, I love that. Do I have it on a high quality? I literally almost walked right by you. I think we both like didn't notice each other because he like crouched right in front of me and I literally almost walked right past him. I don't know. Okay, hello. We are back. 1985, a black bear found and ate $15 million worth of cocaine. There's probably about a 5-minute window before he died when he was the most dangerous apex predator. Oh my god. I can't believe. I had no idea that that was based off of a real thing. You learn something new every day, I tell ya. I would love a cup of tea, Blitz, if you can send one over to the States. Thank you, Abso. Okay, let's go check on our retainers. You know, I always think that like doing a just chatting stream would be really intimidating because I don't know what I would talk about, but I'm pretty sure we just spent an hour like literally only talking. So maybe it's not as scary as I think it would be if I can do that, you know? Oh, also, Abso, something I forgot about MMOs that I will tell you right now because this did not even cross my mind. But another consideration if you're trying to figure out what to play is what you want to invest financially, okay? because there are a few different like methodology, that's not the right word, like ways that they work, right? So Lost Ark is free to play, but they have a cash shop and you can pay cash. Final Fantasy 14 is has a free trial, which gets you through the first main story plus the first expansion. And then after that, if you want any of the other expansions, you have to pay. And then you have to buy the expansions. And then it's a monthly, like $10 or $15, I forget what, subscription fee. Guild Wars 2, I think, is free to play. I think it's like Lost Ark, like it's free to play, and then there's like a cash shop inside the game. I haven't gotten too far into it, so I don't know what else there is. Elder Scrolls, you have to pay for the game, but I don't think there's a monthly fee. So just like there's a myriad of like ways that these are set up. So that is another consideration of like if you want to, I mean, to try it. I don't know if Elder Scrolls is a free trial now that I'm thinking about it, but like that's just another level of consideration that is separated from like fun and enjoyment and all the other stuff that we're talking about. But like if the financial part is also consideration, they are all set up slightly differently. I think World of Warcraft, they have the free trial, which I did a little bit, like a couple hours on, and then I think they also have a monthly subscription fee. There are also a bunch of other MMOs that I think all have different different setups. So there's not like one consistent thing across the genre, but just that's another level of consideration with getting into the MMO genre as a whole. That I forgot about completely until right this second, and I don't know what prompted it to pop into my brain, but I wanted to tell you before it disappeared again. Did you know it's physically impossible to hold a human skull from the top with one hand? I did not know that. I have also thought that, Matt. You have to read the name carefully. If you want a Space Ninja MMO Warframe, if you want the generic Final Fantasy MMO Final Fantasy, if you want an MMO that's not at all fantasy, but still fantasy, Lost Ark. Yeah, Warframe, I have not played. I'm going to try it soon. I think Warframe is free to play with a cash shop, probably. Matt can correct me if I'm wrong, and or Blitz. But that's another MMO. I think Destiny 2 is technically an MMO, but I've never played it, so I don't know a ton about it. I don't know how it works. So yeah, but just that there's a myriad of ways that these games are set up from a financial point of view, as well as everything else within them, to keep in mind as you are exploring the genre. Free to play with a cash option. Okay, yeah, because I'm looking at downloading it sometime soon to give it a shot, and I'm pretty sure it was free. Also, we got Reaper to 80, which is what we need for post Shadowbringers MSQ. So the rest of our roulettes I actually want to run on Scholar. I just want to check real quick if we can speak English. Yeah, we have all of that, and then we're just gonna pop on the glam with the boots, and we are Gucci. Destiny 2 is free to play with a cosmetic cash shop and expansions. I'm gonna be honest, I don't see you enjoying the gameplay that much, but I could see you enjoying the deep lore dive. I think Matt thinks I would like it. And it's looked fun. Like, when I've watched him play it, it looks kind of fun. I just don't know much about it. Don't know. But I want to give it a shot. Because, you know, we kind of like we've been saying, you never know until you try, right? I'm grateful for alerting me about that. Usually I do not play multiplayer games, but if I do, I'll grind for the upgrades and not worry about the updates, because all they are is just false ads. I mean, so like if you do Final Fantasy, for example, you literally will not be able to progress further in the story unless you buy the expansions. Um, oh, it's just the Chimera one. Nice. But that's fair. Like you definitely in most of these you don't have to like pay money if they're like unless you want to, right? Like Final Fantasy, for example, right? Like it has the monthly sub, you buy the Xbox. They also have an online like cash store, but you don't have to do anything with that if you don't want to at all. It's totally up to you. I do not remember where any of my buttons are on Scholar. God. It has been a hot minute since we have played this class. Ba, 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 ba. Oh my god, our white mage is doing the Asuna way faster than I can for anybody. Oh, okay, that's fine. Never know until you try. Are we talking about crime? We are talking about crime. This is true. I could see you liking it. You like the speedy shooties and Apex and whatnot. It's kind of like that. A lot of zipping around and shooting and sorting from what I recall. I've played very little Warframe because I find it kind of hard to get into the terms of figuring out what to do, but if you've got friends helping you along and showing you the ropes, that's probably fine. Yeah, like when I try it, I'm probably going to get Matt to teach me everything. So heads up, Matt. But yeah, I think with him explaining it, it'll probably be fine. Like it's fun to watch. And I kind of have a base understanding of things from watching Matt play it, but obviously like watching somebody and learning is different than getting into it and like playing it yourself, you know? But we'll see. I don't know if I'll like it or if I'll hate it, but there's only one way to find out. I just don't want that feature to be the selling point of the game. Yeah, I think it just depends on which game you get into. Like, Final Fantasy is very upfront about that, in my opinion. Whereas their games, like, I'm just going to use Lost Ark as an example because it is the only one I know for sure. You can access all of the content in the game without paying a single dime, right? But you can pay money for skins. You can pay money to like help like speed you through. But as far as like the actual content and the fights and the story and all of that, like you don't have to pay a single cent in Lost Ark. So, you know, different games just go about it differently. Yeah, Warframe talk. I was telling them that I'm gonna try it soon, and I'm gonna make you teach me how it works. We'll see if I like it. Do you know that the Annabelle doll from the horror movies is based off of a real doll? No, thank you. I do not like the horror. Is she? Hold up. She's like eye level with our boobs, right? I'm not imagining that. Um, I'm starting to see the perspective. Yeah, and it's just each game, each one of them is different, right? So if I were you, Ab, so if you were asking my opinion on kind of like things to look at, is try the games if they have a free trial. Not every MMO does. But if they do, try it out, see if you like it. From there, you can consider like do some digging and see, okay, is it like Final Fantasy where you have to pay a monthly sub and then you have to buy the expansions? Is it like Lost Ark where you just get everything no matter what and you don't have to give them money for that? Is it like don't know if this is totally true for World of Warcraft where you pay a monthly sub but then maybe you get all of the content for free. I don't know how they do it. Is it like Elder Scrolls where you just buy the game and then you have, I assume, all the content? Like see how that works and how that feels to you. And then if you want to make any sort of financial investment, right? Like maybe you don't want to pay any money for an MMO. There are definitely a ton of free to play ones that have cash shops that are optional but not required. Whereas like Final Fantasy is more of like a financial investment, but to me it's 100% worth it. To you it might not be. It does throw a lot of options at you at once. Asu's right. She is staring right. She is literally eye. She's like eye level with her boobs. I'm not gonna lie. That character is only short because I'm also higher up on the rock. Well, actually, I'm not much higher up. Never mind. Yeah, she's just taking in the view. Zero financial investment for Warframe. Yeah, Matt has played a ridiculous amount of Warframe. I have played none. I know Blitz has also played Warframe, so on that one specifically, definitely take their word over mine because they know more than I do. But yeah, that's what I would look at if you're looking at getting into MMOs, because each one has a different feel. Each one has a different level of that kind of like financial investment. Each one has a different setup for how things work. So just see if you like. To me, I think if you like it, like if you enjoy the gameplay, that's the most important. And then you can kind of go from there. That would be my recommendation. Warframe gang. I'm a little bit terrified because I haven't played Scholar in like, oh, okay, Alexander should be fine, actually. You should be Gucci. I don't know why I'm saying Gucci so much today, but this is where we are. This is what's happening, and everyone just has to deal with it. At least I kind of have an idea of where my buttons are after the last one. Part of the ship, part of the crew. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to try Warframe though. It's a good time to join with the 10th anniversary. Yeah, that's what you were saying. Keep being a star. Thank you. I am glad that my many hours of experience with these games can be helpful to somebody that is not just me. I really wish that, you know what I wish, and I forgot that this was a thing about Scholar, but I wish that Scholar had an AoE attack that was not melee range. That would be really nice. Because like everything else is ranged, but then your AoE is melee, and I don't understand why. It makes no sense. Oh, what's this one? I think this one is just a bunch of like small mobs. Yes, Matt is the person you were talking to about Yu-Gi-Oh! Matt is the only other person actually that I know that plays Yu-Gi-Oh! Online. Oh my god, I forgot how... I don't want to say how easy a Scholar is, but like... This feels so much easier than Siege. Oh goodness. Oh gosh. I don't know how to feel about that. Um, Continuing with your original deck. Oh wait, no, I don't want to hit the bomb. Wait, is the original deck the one you were trying to make work before Matt, or is it a different one? My memory is also not great. Let's... Oh, okay, it's different than the pendulum one. Oh my god. Oh my god, Scholar is so easy. What the fuck? Why did we stop playing Scholar again? Does anybody know the answer to this? I'm really excited about the next game the Warframe people are making. It's called Soulframe. Seems like a more weird fantasy based game that keeps the sort of Warframe playstyle. Probably be fun to get on the ground floor. That I don't know anything about it, but that sound except for like what you just said right now. But sounds like it would be cool. Do you know what game I really want to play? Speaking of getting on the ground floor, Sunhaven just released, I think, the full version of their game, and that looks so fun. Soulframe looks really interesting. How long is the bit? Is it like years or months? Although, I guess, I don't know if that question has anything to do with anything, because, you know, like the Senua sequel, I think they've been talking about for years. A little over a year. Oh man, this is, you know what, this is actually really bad, because now this makes me want to go back to grinding Eureka for the Scholar Relic weapon. This is not good, friends. I think that's when they got serious about the talk. I see, I see. I don't know why I asked that, like I have any sense of how long is it? Like, does it matter how long people talk about games? I don't know how long is like a normal amount to talk about something before it comes out. All I know is that Breath of the Wild 2 is coming in the summer, and I'm going to buy it, and I will be lost to the world. And I don't think I'm gonna stream it. I'm not 100% sure, but I don't think I'll stream it. But I am going to just play that game so much. Does it have digital cuties I can gamble for? I don't know. But there are other games that have that. Okay, I want to give her the thing that we got. Raid. Oh, you know what? We should start while we wait. Although I probably won't be waiting super long with healer. Nope, not duty finder. Never mind. I was so prepared for starting just to go full goblin mode. We won't see her for a month plus because she'll be trapped playing Sunset and Zelda. Yeah, I was talking to my mom recently and I was like, just so you know, there's a game coming out soon that like as soon as I have it, I'm going to disappear from the world. And she was like, oh, what game? And I was like, oh, it's the Breath of the Wild sequel. And she just looked at me like, I don't know what that is. It's like, it's Zelda. She's like, that's all you had to say. I know how you are with Zelda. I mean, maybe I stream it. I don't know, but I will definitely at least be playing it so much. I'm very excited for it. Because, you know, Breath of the Wilds is actually the only reason I bought my Switch, was to play that game. I literally, every single time I've forgotten to change my portrait. I even put a button, you can't see it behind me, but you can see the little tooltip there. I put it on the hotbar here so that I could remember. So it's easier to get than clicking into all the menus. Am I remembering to update my portrait? Nope. Not at all. I bought mine for Fire Emblem Three Houses. Oh, I've never actually played a Fire Emblem game. How is that one, Aussie? Dragon Link, Red Eyes, and Buster Blader. I have no idea what those decks are, but they sound hardcore as fuck. Got mine for Smash Bros. That does not surprise me, knowing you, Matt. You really loved it? That's good. Yeah, I know nothing about those games. I know people really like them that play them, I think. I don't think I've heard a lot of bad. But I say that like I've heard a lot about Fire Emblem, and I have not. But all of that to say, I am very glad that you enjoyed it, Aussie. Three Houses was good. Claire got me some shippy fan art print for my favorite Fire Emblem characters for my birthday. That's amazing. Red Eyes is the middle child of the three classics. Oh no. Oh wait, we lost our jacket. Oh, I think they just left. Okay. I did not even realize that they died. I'm sorry. I'm a terrible healer. Red Eyes doesn't get anything good. What does Red Eyes do? Like what kind of deck is Red Eyes? Not that I know a lot about Yu-Gi-Oh, so please explain it to me like I'm a toddler that knows nothing about Yu-Gi-Oh. Because that's basically what I am. You know what? It's gonna take us basically the whole stream time to do all of the roulettes with all of the chatting that we did, but I am not mad at it. Red Eyes Black Dragon is an old card, like one of the original anime ones. Holy. Red Eyes Black Dragon. It's the issue. Red Eyes cards do fucking everything. They don't know what they want to do. They tried printing some support cards for it to boost its power, like cards to get it out on the field easier, and with some cooler upgrades, but they suck. Oh no. Is it just like it's so like the card is so old that like they just don't have a lot of support for it with the way that Yu-Gi-Oh works now? Is it that kind of thing? No synergy. Oh, that sucks. Original card does nothing. Interesting. Alright, we're waiting for the bone dragon to show up. Frequently print new cards to support old archetypes. Couldn't they just update the original card then? It sounds like that would be easier, but I don't know if it would. What? No. No updates of anything. Out of the three classic monsters, Red Eyes has... Oh wait, what? Alliance. I'm C. Okay, I'm going the right way. I just realized I might be going the very wrong way. Red Eyes has the lowest card support, the lowest overall stats, the least loved when we get supported. Shit. Typically, old cards never get changed or rewritten because they're... Oh, you know what? I did not even think about the physical card community part of it, Matt. That did not even cross my mind. That makes more sense then, why they would make new cards to support the old ones instead of the other way. Even Red Eyes best cards get used in other decks more than actual Red Eyes does. Oh no. Other two favorites are Blue Eyes, White Dragon, and Dark Magician. Interesting. Just pop that there. Forgot to ask you, do you get constant emails from Blizzard about Diablo 4 even if you have unsubscribed? I don't think I've ever actually really gotten any emails from Blizzard about anything, so no. I will say, though, if we're talking about annoying things about Diablo 4, like watching Aussie stream it, only watching her play it and not actually playing it myself, but there were a few times that pop-ups showed up to buy the game when you're just in the middle of gameplay, and that seemed like it would be kind of annoying. But I've never really gotten any Blizzard emails about anything, not just Diablo. Two main cards of the main characters in the original anime. Oh, the Blue Eyes and Dark Magician. I see. Yeah, I did not even consider the physical card part of everything. Is he just invulnerable to ranged attacks, or what is going on here, game? Yeah, no problem. Good night, Abso. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you have a good sleep if that is where you are headed. I don't want to be in the AoE. Nice. Easy peasy. But despite all the shit us Red Eyes players get in terms of card support, I refuse to leave my boy. He'll choose to suffer in my games before replacing him. I'm sure he appreciates that. Oh, he looks spooky. The other healer, we have very opposite vibes going on. Just wait till he's got a new Gate Guardian support. Is he OP as shit? I think that's the only question that matters. Oh, he's the garbage. No. He's old and they're giving him new actually good stuff. You should write a strongly worded letter that Red Eyes should get actually good stuff. Be like, bro, where's my good shit, you know? Gate Guardian was the boss monster for a fucking villain that had 2 appearances. Heck. Oh, it's Behemoth. Hi, friendo. Yeah, I don't know what it is about Scholar right now, because I kind of stopped playing Scholar because I liked Sage more. But when I was playing Sage over the weekend for the MSQ, I just was not having a good time. But now here today, Scholar is very fun. I'm not sure when that switcheroo happened. I mean, not that it's bad by any means, you know? Some days, some things are more fun to play. Nothing wrong with that. It's just a little bit confusing because it came out of nowhere. It came out of literally nowhere. Community all agree Konami hates Red Eyes for getting a single shitty card in the same release of the Gate Guardian stuff. But is it possible that they could have really good Red Eyes stuff coming in a future update? I'm also assuming Konami is like the creator, like Hoyo's for Genshin. I just assume that when I say Hoyo, people know what I'm talking about, but maybe people just think I'm a crazy person and they have no idea what I'm talking about when I say Hoyo. Wait, what sucks? What happens? Another Red Eye monster called Red Eye's Soul? Oh, the new Red Eyes card. Heck, this is nothing useful. Oh no. Red Eyes support in the future? I can be hilarious, I think. I'm going to choose to take what you're saying as a genuine compliment and not sarcasm, because I don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, it would be nice, you know, but you guys know much more than I do. If they will actually add in good support cards for the Red Eyes Not at this rate? Oh no. Oh, I forgot for a second that we had to kill the guy. I was just like, oh, we just have to wait for the giant wall to come down. But no, we gotta kill the dudes first. Yes. Alright. Basically 2.5 hours later, we've finished our dailies. Easy game. Red Eyes gets 1 or 2 cards every 3 years? Jeez Louise. That is rough. That sounds rough. One thing the deck doesn't have a problem with is putting Red Eyes on the field. Its problem is everywhere else. Oh, so like you can get the card on the field, but like it's hard to do anything good with it? Am I understanding that correctly? Because like everything else you would use to help the card be good is not good? Blue Eyes Dark Magician, oh no, they get like 20 plus cards every year. Jeez, I don't know why I went to my... We don't have to do retainers stuff. Don't know why I clicked that. Konami really were just like, yeah, they need another way of getting him on the field with this new card. Oh goodness. So okay, so this is a genuine question, okay? Because I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! And I don't really know all the things. But if this card, as you guys are saying, does not get very much support, or this type of the type of deck you can build around him, what makes you want to play him? Like, what can he do that's really fun? Does that make sense? Oh my god, we're so close to being capped on seals. That came out of, I feel like, literally nowhere. Okay, Crimson Celestial Gloves. He's cool. Fair. I can respect that. Royal Celestial Gloves. Ballad Corset. 2400 burn. You do like big damage. Pretty cool looking dragon. I just love Joey, the character who plays the Red Eyes as the underdog. I mean, you can't argue with he's cool and he's an underdog. You know? This band of evening. Oh no, no. Hold on. No, let us spend. What do we even spend the seals on at this point, though? That's my question. Like, I guess I just buy Ventures? Well, 250 for half of our seals-ish? It's just like, it gets to a point with the seals where I literally don't know what to spend them on. What am I looking for? Wristband of aiming. Okay. Guardian makes home. I think we probably have enough time to do the Easter event and then call it a night. I'm not super sure how long the Easter event is, but I think that will be the last thing that we do for the evening before wrapping up. Power boots. Orange boots of naming. Months of meaning. half of healing. Best of me. Banner's armor. I was really hoping the soul was gonna read like Ash for a second. I have no idea what that means, but I'm sorry it didn't happen the way that you wanted. Bracelet, bracelet. Guardian, monastics, bracelets. Okay. Somebody is having a lot of fun with Sage here. My Twitch is bugging again. Oh no! Maybe they forgot to add negate the summon? That would... sounds like it would not be good if it were the case. Yeah, I'll do this. I'm just sending them on easier missions because they kept failing. Feck looks like the build up to something good. That's good, right? Where's... I'm assuming the Easter event is in Gridania because most events happen in Gridania. Like seasonal stuff, I feel. When your opponent special summons a monster, send this card to the graveyard, then special summon Red Eyes. So then you get the Red Eyes on the field, which is good, yes? Or no? Is that the disappointing part, that it summons Red Eyes? Welcome back, Blitz. Okay, so if we're looking at events, they're normally at the amphitheater. So I'm just assuming this is where we go, and we'll know very shortly if this is the correct. This is definitely the correct place because holy Batman, there are a lot of people here, and it's all like Easter eggs and stuff. Oh, those are so cute. First part reads like it could be a modern hand trap. Red Eyes on the field, but that's all the archetype is good at. So, okay, so when you get Red Eyes on the field, does the Red Eyes immediately do anything? Or he's just there and then you have to wait like another turn to do something? Oh, where's... Does anybody see the starter quest? Oh, there. Behind all of the people that hadn't loaded. No, he just sits there? Oh, that feels bad. Because it's probably your opponent's turn, they'll probably destroy it. So then what's the point of putting him on the field? Like, is... Okay, alternatively, is there a summon that your opponent could have that is worth like sacrificing Red Eyes to just get off the field? Like it's better, like you just want to get the other person's card off the summon off of the field no matter what. Does that make sense? Red Eyes is called the Dragon of Potential, but Konami refuses to tap into that potential. Oh no. Because you need it on the field for most Red Eyes cards to do anything. Heck. If it was your turn, you could follow it up with an attack or something. Yeah, but if it's like, if that card ends your turn and it puts Red Eyes on, and then you have to wait a turn, then that would be frustrating. Greetings, friends, and a happy hatching tide to you. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Julie Aliopo, and I facilitate the annual Hatching Tide festivities. But because it's Red Eyes, there's no way of dealing with any of the other parts of the game. That really sucks. You are an adventurer, are you not? Might I ask for your name? Where is Stardust? 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. In case you are unaware, Hatching Tide festivities were conceived a number of years ago after I was first visited by the 12 Archons in a stirring and prophetic dream, and I confess I've been dreaming ever since. Oh, I am most eager to share my latest dream with you. It was highly peculiar, to say the least. You see, I beheld visions of that chilling creature of legend, the Tonberry. If past experience has taught me anything, it is that painstakingly recreating my dreams is sure to bring about good fortune. However, as Tonberries are not but figments of old fables, I began to doubt whether I could do justice to their ghastly appearance. In modern Yu-Gi-Oh, you don't use attacks to deal with other monsters, you use effects, then use monsters' attacks to end the game. Red Eyes don't have useful effects to get to that point. Yeah, that sucks that it's designed that way. Or like designed to work in a way that doesn't really work with the rest of the game, is what it sounds like. Red Eyes is bipolar. Most archetypes are good at one or maybe two things, but Red Eyes not good at anything and just mediocre at everything. It's probably the best way of explaining it. Oh gosh, poor Red Eyes, man. Sounds like they are getting the short end of the stick. But that all changed when this gentleman generously offered his assistance. Greetings, my lady. My name is Hamlin, and I am what you might call a supreme connoisseur and passionate aficionado of all things Tonberry. As you may or may not be aware, Tonberries have heads as round and adorable as any egg, which is why I believe they are the perfect addition to the Hatching Tide festivities. So I donned the superior mantle of Tonberry and presented myself to Miss Julie here. What luck, wouldn't you agree? Hamlin was kind enough to furnish our other volunteers with Tonberry guises, and we're all hard at work preparing for the upcoming fun. A lot of achy, snappy fun it shall be. We'll just go with that way. Exactly. That's the spirit of Hatching Tide. Perhaps without the stabby part. And even if you look up the best Red Eyes deck, their combos don't end on really negates or interruptions. So then so obviously it has to be somewhat viable, even if it's painful, right? Like, is there a way that you can play it where it just doesn't make you want to like rip your hair out? Oh no. Ah, that sucks so much. Considering my dream, I think that these festivities present a unique opportunity to share the Tonberry's charm with the world. There is but one problem. A group of sylphs has been making mischief throughout town, playing pranks, sabotaging the decorations. It's viable against other bad decks. Oh no. Red Eyes is the bottom of the barrel. It's under the barrel. Oh no. Luckily, it seems the mere glance of the Tonberry form is enough to send those leafy brigands fleeing in terror. Is it not remarkable how such an adorable visage can strike such fear into the hearts of some? Does not the contradiction of the Tonberry's nature invigorate your very soul? Our other volunteers are using their Tonberry guises to shoo away the sylphs as best they can, but we still find ourselves short-handed. Would you be willing to assist us? Just until the mischief is mitigated. My sincerest thanks. Hamlin has prepared a plethora of guises for us, so I'm sure he will have one that fits you. We get to become a Tonberry. And stab people, because Tonberries stab people. Now then, let us commence with this most sacred of ceremonies. Come closer. You must continue wearing the Tonberry guise in order to progress. Speak with Hamlin to restore or prolong the garment change. Oh shit. Oh shit, we're a Tonberry. I love it. It's like with the idol pose, the hand on the hip. That's awesome. Okay, so we have to shoo away sylphs. Who are somewhere? Oh, there you are. Well, if these ones can't have fun with tusked ones, walking ones won't have any fun either. This one will make sure of it. But how about some eggy eggies? Happy fun. Monstrous fun. This is why these ones need tusked ones. I've had my Blue Eyes player friend watch so many of my Red Eyes games, and he always goes, oh, you do this, or Red Eyes does X thing, only for seconds later to be hit with, oh, never mind. Why does it only work that way? Why does it only act then? Oh, no. Like, theoretically, this could work this way, but the game said no. Like, he knew Red Eyes was bad, but after watching my games, he truly understands how bad they are now. Heckin' Red Eyes. I still maintain we could all write strongly worded letters and have like a 0.01% chance of changing the state of Red Eyes in Yu-Gi-Oh! Online. Hide well, warty one, then spring out and make the walking one screech and jump. This one can't wait. We're just gonna go with Iggy's stabby fun for all of these. Scary one is here. Flee, flee. Alright, last one we got to scare away. But if these ones are naughty, Elder One will become Scolding One. No one will know it was these ones. Besides, it wasn't that naughty. Please, this one didn't mean any harm. Sticky one, get away. Please, scared all of the selves away. It's just a bad time as a Red Eyes player. It sounds like it. I trust you return from a job well done. I'm sure Miss Chili would like to hear the particulars. You may relay your report after I relieve you of that outfit. Glad to hear those selves fluttered back home. Thank you for all of your help, Stardust. Yes, she performed most admirably, not only in deed but in dress. Upon beholding a Tonberry performing such selfless acts of valor, the citizens of Gridania are sure to have warmed to our adorable paragons of pointy justice, all according to plan. I don't know. What do you guys get like a weird vibe from the dude in the Tonberry outfit, or is that just me? Our other volunteers are currently making the rounds and checking the rest of the decorations for any residual surprises, but I dare say we should be able to officially begin the celebrations soon. All that's left is to wait for our Archon eggs to arrive from Ulta. I hope you enjoyed the festivities. Something tells me this shall be a hatching tide to remember. Egg. Yup. We have a problem. Do you think we can get this outfit? Because I would love to have this outfit. Actually, I don't care about the Tonberry costume. I want this outfit. Nanota, whatever's the matter? It's the eggs, Jilly. The Archon eggs. Sylph swarmed the shipment as it entered the central shroud and zapped the delivery mammoth into a frenzy. The caravan has been brought to a complete standstill. If only you had seen it. The chaos, the carnage, the eggs, our beautiful Archon eggs scattered across the ground, Sylphs pilfering them like spriggans, and that smoking mammoth rampaging like an old goat possessed. 'Twas sheer mayhem, Jilly. The Sylphs presented no demands, offer no reason behind their rampant pillaging, but they did keep squeaking about tusked ones and no fare, and why should walking ones have all the fun? What do you suppose they meant? A horrifying doll. Oh, the the mammoth. I heard the Sylphs once held an annual spring festival, but there was an incident involving one of their fighting boars. I believe that was the end of such festivities. I understand how it must pain them to see us cheerfully prepare for hatching tide, but those ill-gotten eggs won't ease their suffering. We must find a way to recover them. Or this guy, Blitz. If I may be so bold, I believe I have the perfect solution to your conundrum. Stardust's assistance will be crucial, however. You will lend us your aid, yes? No? Oh, I was like, now what do we do? But... oh, we get an emote. Nice. The cloaked guy looks like something I'd wear in Monster Hunter. I could see you wearing this in Monster Hunter, actually. You wish to lend your strength to my brilliant plan, do you? Very well. Our divine mission is as follows. We must adorn ourselves in the guise of the Tonberry and scare the Sylphs away from the fallen eggs. It may seem like a rather familiar tactic, but terror cuts as sharply as the knife in the right hands, as does the power of the Tonberry. We shall remind those Sylphs of what adorable horror lurks in the shadow. It is time to take the Tonberry's naturally winsome and captivating visage and transform it into a mask of pure evil. Well, that seems a little extreme. Wait, is that the emote we get? Because if that's the emote we get, I'm so happy. I suppose that makes sense, but what of the delivery mammoth? In its panic state, it may easily mistake us for naught but common egg thieves. Perhaps not so common, considering the guises. Right? That was so precious. That's where Stardust's participation is crucial. Even an overexcited automaton is no match for an adventurer versed in the arts of warfare. Of course, I shan't be so cruel as to send you into battle as defenseless as a swaddled ton babe. You may rely upon me to perform the necessary enhancements upon your guise that shall grant any savvy sweetheart the ability to withstand even the harshest of electrified zaps. In theory, anyway. In the midst of adversity lies opportunity, as they say. Or rather, in the midst of scattered Archon eggs stands the noble Tonberry, that all might witness its triumphant glory. Very well, let us proceed with Hamlin's plan and see that our eggs are recovered safely. Excellent. I shall commence the enhancement of disguise at once and have it ready for deployment in 2 flicks of a Tonberry's blade. Stardust, let us meet where the bells of destiny toll. Where the heck did the bells of I can't talk. But where is that? What is he talking about? Oh, we have to do a fate? For this? Heck. Well, there are a lot of people doing this, so hopefully it won't be too bad. And by this I mean they're just like there for the quests. Ba-bum. Oh, yep, there are a lot of people here. Hi, friends. I don't know what we do. We just have to wait for the fate, I guess. Those things belong to us now. How have I only now noticed your character has latte in the name? Yeah, she's Stardust Latte. Hi, Hamlin. So what do we have to do? Oh, I see. We have to get the eggs, but not the... Okay. Raiden is so cute. Love that so much. You had a really should joke for once. You can't wait. You had like about my name or about Yu-Gi-Oh? Oh my god, there's so many AoEs. Some suspects. Everybody goes to Hamlin. I don't know how many we need, but we'll keep going. Hey, nice. This is nice. Ooh, we got Midnight Archon eggs. Buster Bladder Dragon Maid. I have no idea what that means, but that name is epic. The chat censorship is annoying. Wait, what is it censoring? Out of what you guys are saying. Did it censor Busty? Blader? Blank means blank. And here comes our hero now. Hamlin has just been regaling us with the tale of your valor, Stardust. We can't thank you enough for recovering those Archon eggs. Truly, from the bottom of our hearts and our purses, thank you. My single regret is that no rapturous bystanders were present in those solitary woods to witness such valorous displays. Alas, the Tonberry's majesty will once again pass unacknowledged, yet such is often the way with true goodness. The hero that works in secrecy for the betterment of all. My friends, their name is Tonberry. Profound, I'm sure. I must say, Hamlin, your unflagging devotion to all things Tonberry is both remarkable and admirable. Yeah, I don't know what's going on either. Pardon me. We were in those solitary woods, and we saw what you did for us. What the Tonberries did for us. I was heartbroken when a sylph snatched away the Archon eggs that my friend had given me, but thanks to you, it was recovered safely. You Tonberries have my eternal thanks. I only wish you didn't have to scare the sylphs so badly, the poor things. Is there no other way to deter their mischief? Sylph repellents? My Tonberry senses are tingling. I like that. Indeed. Consider this. If we decorate our eggs with the Tonberry theme, the sylphs wouldn't dare snatch or sabotage them. A dark green coat on a large egg with 2 golden circles for eyes. Not bad at all. Perhaps even cute. Chili, perhaps this is what your dream foretold. Not just Tonberry guises, but Tonberry eggs and decorations as well. In which case, we should send word to our Uldan goldsmiths that we'd like another batch of Archon eggs and some striking shades of Tonberry. Of course, all our eggs are packaged during transit, meaning the sylphs will likely continue their mischief outside the city. I'm tempted to send a Tonberry guard with the caravan, but the road from Ulta is far too long to attempt in such a guise. It is a big-ass Tonberry, Fearson. We shall continue to consider possible alternatives, but in the meantime, should you happen to come across another waylaid shipment, I hope I can count on your assistance. As a Tonberry, of course. Well, seeing as our Archon eggs have finally arrived, I dare say it is time to officially get cracking. Let the hatching tide festivities begin. I really hope this is that same fright emotion we got to do. You've unlocked the Egg Hunter Riggy minigame. To play minigames, open the toy chest found in any inn room. Interesting. Alright. Let me see this. Well, I want to get to where we can actually see our bun. Where is... Sorry, this is just the glowy eyes. This is amazing. What does it look like if we're not like immediate, like right in her face? This makes me so happy. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I think the minigame is how we get the outfit, maybe? Oh no, it's you! You're how we get the outfit. Okay. 2, 4, 6. Oh yeah, so we get enough for the whole outfit. Cool. I'm not gonna worry about the minigame. Right now, at least. This is the best day. For multiple reasons, but... Alright. You can do it one more time, and then I will leave you all for the evening. We're gonna get really nice and comfy. So much. Okay, I am going to abandon you until tomorrow when we will be back again. Thank you everybody for hanging out, whether you're chatting or lurking, while we play the game, and then also while we talk about games and everything in between. I appreciate all of you, and I will see you guys same time, same place tomorrow night. I don't know what we're gonna do in 14, but we're probably gonna do 14 again. And I will see you all then. Thank you all for hanging out, and she streams for 3 hours and abandons us just because I have stuff I have to do before it gets too late. Like, I have house stuff I have to do, but I am a night owl and my roommate is not a night owl, and if I wait until like 2 or 3 in the morning to do it, then it's no good. So I gotta do it like nowish before it gets too late. Yeah, it was literally like just an hour of chatting. But yeah, we'll be back again tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. More shenanigans. I will see all